Students, guests, administration. My name is Cindy Smith and I'm the director of our nursing programs. And many years ago in 1965, a little technical institute in Searcy, Arkansas created an LPN program. And we have continued to grow and grow and grow. We now have the Heber Springs campus, the Searcy campus, the Beebe campus, we have Jacksonville Air Force Base. No nursing there yet, but who knows, maybe in the future. But we are celebrating tonight our 85th pinning ceremony. And so we are so excited. I had counted up how many graduates it was. It's way over 1,000. I can't remember. I lost track since 1996. I'm getting old. So, but students, welcome. Now you get to become a part of that legacy, and so we're excited for you, we're thankful for you, we're thankful for your family and all the help that they've given you over this last year, right, Callie? And I would say if I were in church, do I hear an amen from the family members? But anyway, I want to take a moment before we really get started in the program and recognize some very special people in the room. I want to recognize our faculty that are here, because without the faculty, this program would not be what it is today. And so right here on the front, we have our Heber Springs lead faculty. Stand up, Miss Tanya. Tanya Brownfield. Tanya Brownfield comes to us from a wonderful med-surg background. She's worked in case management, and so she has a lot of knowledge to share with our students. And so we thank you, Tanya. And next to her, we have Miss Carrie Bell. Carrie Bell, this is kind of a little sentimental here. Carrie Bell was one of my students many years ago. And so that says something. At least she came back, right? So we are excited to have Carrie on board with us, and she is working here on the Heber Springs campus with the students. And then behind Miss Tanya Brownfield is our lead clinical faculty, Miss Amber Dale. And I will tell you, I would not be able to do this job. We would not have a program if it was not for her, because she arranges all of the students' clinical rotations and ensures that we meet those board requirements. And then there's one more person in the room, and yes, I'm going to recognize him, you all. Kevin Newsom, please stand up. Kevin Newsom was a faculty member with these students. He still loves us, and he's going to come back soon. But no, he's not. I also taught Kevin in nursing school. And he didn't leave because he didn't like me. He just left because he had a phenomenal opportunity as a nurse. And that is exactly what we want you all to do. We want you to progress in your career and reach for the stars. And so I haven't missed anyone, have I, you all? Okay, next we have our administration that I'd like to introduce to you. And so Joseph Scott is our Dean of Math and Science. And there's also a few more, and I know, Sammy, you're probably going to kill me after this, but will you stand? Sammy actually works with our high school medical professions programs. And she has a valuable role in what we're doing with our students, because she introduces them to healthcare, and then she kind of ushers them to us. And so I just want to say publicly thank you, Sammy. And I know you probably don't get that enough, so I just wanted to tell you. And then Miss Sharon, I could just keep naming you all. So I won't do that. I will stop. Miss Theta Nelden's in the back. She helps her students with money, all of that. So last but not least, I'm going to introduce to you a very special woman called Jennifer Methvin. And Dr. Methvin is our chancellor, and she has been here since 2018. You can come on up. She began her career as an adjunct faculty at ASU-Beebe. She served in various capacities in higher ed in Arkansas and Missouri for over 28 years. So let's give Dr. Methvin a hand.
Thank you, Dr. Smith. Well, students, it is just an honor to be here with you this evening. I want to introduce a couple other very special people, because they are going to be as excited as I am about this. We have two of our Board of Visitors members with us today, our two who represent the Heber Springs campus, Howard Chapin and Dr. Diane Tyner Logan. Would y'all please stand? I want you to know, when these folks hired me in 2018, they said, let's get this nursing back on the Heber Springs campus. Well, guys, you're back. And this is a really, really special night. How this has grown from this cohort to the two that are behind you, to the many, many that will be behind those, is, as Dr. Smith said, a huge legacy. That's what community colleges in the state of Arkansas exist for. That's what the campuses of ASU-Beebe exist for, is to provide opportunity. Being a nursing student, families, I think you know, is not an easy thing. You give up a lot. You juggle a lot. You become a family who leans on one another. It's a difficult route. And guys, you've made it, and we're going to be so excited to see you pinned this evening. So congratulations. Thank you for all that you have sacrificed to create a better future for yourself and for your families. We're very proud of you.
All right, at this time, I would like to welcome Miss Callie Frederick to the platform. Callie is one of our nursing graduates, and she's going to greet you on behalf of the nursing class.
I'm super nervous. So. First of all, thank you to Dr. Smith and the nursing faculty for choosing me to speak tonight. Although I'm still trying to figure out if this is some kind of pop quiz. And honestly, I'm too scared to ask if I'm being graded. But either way, I'm honored. I would like to start my speech tonight by quoting the words of a great modern day philosopher, Snoop Dogg. He says, I want to thank me. I want to thank me for believing in me. I want to thank me for doing all this hard work. I want to thank me for having no days off. I want to thank me for never quitting. I'm only kidding a little because in all seriousness, it's ironic how accurate that sounds. After putting ourselves through nursing school and making it to where we are now, I think we all deserve to thank ourselves just a little. Because we did that. We showed up, we pushed through, we gave up time with our families and bedtime with our children. We chose to put ourselves first in situations where others might not understand. And we did that selfishly at times to better our futures. I'm not gonna lie, when I started this program, I had no idea what to expect, especially starting at 30 years old. And once we did start, there were days I seriously questioned if my brain had any space left for normal thoughts. Between memorizing every lab value, all 12 cranial nerves, the nursing process, Maslow's hierarchy of needs, and the 10 rights of medication administration, I was convinced there was no way I could retain it all and everything else. One thing that I'll never forget, thanks to Mr. Newsom, is what erythropoietin is. And that's permanently stuck in my head now, so thank you for that. However, there are definitely a few things I wouldn't mind forgetting about nursing school, though. Because if farm-induced PTSD were a real thing, I'm pretty sure we would all be diagnosed, medicated, and halfway through a mental health group therapy session with Miss Stanley by now. But after all the tests are taken and we close our textbooks for the last time, what truly remains are the relationships we've built throughout this journey. Not only with classmates, but also with the faculty of nurses before us who have supported and guided us every step of the way. Those memories will outlast any flashcard. I'm honored to be here tonight as one of 6 and 7. I didn't know that we had an RN with us. We started this journey 567 days ago with 17 students in our cohort. Tonight, only 5 from our original group and 1 that we gained along the way have made it. That is not something that we take lightly. Each one of those 567 days represent more than just time spent. It represents resilience, sacrifice, and the strength it takes to keep going when things get hard, and the commitment to a calling. Oops, hold on. Okay. And a commitment to a calling even bigger than the one we have for ourselves. And while this ceremony marks the closing of the chapter, it shines a light on the journey that has prepared us for every patient we will care for at their worst, every hand we will hold after bad news is given, and every challenge we will face along the way. Even after these long 567 days, this isn't the end. It's the beginning of something new. And for some of us, that means stepping straight into the workforce and making a difference as a nurse. For others, it means continuing on and furthering our education and climbing even higher up the nursing ladder. Either way, we carry the lessons and strength we've gained here into the next steps of our road ahead. In a class this small, there's no hiding, no pretending that you're okay when you're not. Through this process, we became more than just classmates. We became a team, a sleep-deprived, over-caffeinated team. We laughed, we cried, we got angry together, and even questioned our life choices together. What made the biggest difference in this was not having to go through it alone. We walked through anxiety, exhaustion, and everything in between. We celebrated when one of us was struggling but passed an exam. We vented when ATI assignments nearly took us out, and encouraged each other when it felt like it was just too much to keep going. Our journey hasn't been the same, and it sure hasn't been easy, but we never stopped showing up, and that's what got us here. Tonight isn't just a graduation or a celebration of finishing nursing school. It's something more personal than that. The pinning ceremony is a special tradition in nursing that dates all the way back to the 1800s, when Florence Nightingale, who was considered the founder of modern-day nursing, began giving pins to her nurses to recognize their dedication and service. It marks the transition from nursing student to nurse. Unlike a graduation, which celebrates academic achievement, the pinning ceremony honors the calling to care, to serve, and to heal. This pin represents more than just completing a program. It stands for every moment that we showed up tired but determined to get it done, every patient we were afraid to practice on but learned from, and every challenge we pushed through along the way. Florence Nightingale once said, "I attribute my success to this. I never gave or took any excuse." And listen, we wanted to make every excuse, and some of us did at times, venting to each other to try and cope with the stress and having to remind ourselves that we can do hard things. There were plenty of chances to give up, but we didn't. We pushed through every test, every long lecture, every early morning clinical day, and somehow between mental breakdowns, caffeine overloads, literal stomach ulcers, and asking Mrs. Brownfield, "But seriously, how long is the colon?" we pulled it all together. To our instructors, thank you for your patience, your knowledge, and your belief in us, even on the days when we didn't believe in ourselves. Thank you for pushing us to be better and for helping us see ourselves as the nurses we were meant to be. To our families, thank you for loving us through the stress, the mental breakdowns, and the roller coaster of emotions. Thank you for pouring into us and making your own sacrifices so that we could achieve our goals. We are not the same. Our journeys are not the same. We each walked a different path to get here, some straight, some winding, some uphill the whole way. But tonight we stand together, side by side, each of us having earned this moment. What unites us now is more than the pewter gray scrubs we all despise wearing. It's the heart we put into this calling and the decision that we made 567 days ago and every day since to keep going. We may have taken different roads, but they all led us here. So after what has felt like a 1,000-mile-long journey is now just a small step, or 8 inches, from the finish line. To my classmates, we did it. My hope is that we are able to go out into the world and be the kind of nurses that we needed during this journey.
Thank you, Callie. She was telling me, I'm so nervous. I think you did a great job. A great job. So our next part of the ceremony is what you have all been waiting for. And so as Callie alluded to, ceremonies like this date back to the 1800s, 1855, when Florence Nightingale was awarded the Red Cross of St. George by Queen Victoria in recognition for her tireless service in the Crimean War. She in turn turned around and began giving her brightest graduates a Medal of Excellence. And so as we do the pinning ceremony, that is what we want to represent, is the medal of excellence that you guys have achieved, and we're very, very proud of you. So in a few minutes, and I've kind of already directed you, I'm going to have you get up, walk over to the edge of the stage, and then they will come across the stage one at a time if you would like to take their photo and cherish this moment with them. So when your name is read, you'll walk across the stage, receive your pin, and then you can go be seated. You ready? All right, I'm going to ask Miss Dale to come to the stage.
Lindsay Brown.
We want the photo, right? All right. I don't know where your family is or where you want to look.
Oh, that way. This way.
Oh, okay. All right. We'll go this way. Okay. All right.
Callie Frederick.
I feel like I'm in a photo shoot.
Mackenzie Gadberry. Jessica Ledbetter.
Okay, so we'll put it on and we'll do can rims, okay? So we'll start this way. And then turn. There we go. All right.
Thank you. And that's for the ones that are watching on YouTube.
Louita Norman. Heather Smith. And tonight we have one of our registered nursing students, Brandon Cheek.
There's a few students that I feel like he's my kid. He's probably felt like I was his mom. Yes, we're very proud of Brandon. He wasn't able to be at the pinning ceremony in May, so we wanted him to come and congratulate him, and we're excited for him. Matter of fact, he has already passed his boards, and he is a licensed nurse. Very, very proud of him. He went to our LPN program, and he went through our RN program, and so he's a registered nurse now, so we're very, very proud of him. So the next portion of our program, we like to present students with an award, and I'm sorry I just tore this box all to pieces, but we have 2 awards that we give our nursing students, and these awards are voted on by the faculty team. And so it's a very prestigious award, I feel like. And so the first one that I want to explain to you is our Outstanding Academic Performance Award. And this individual we have seen very committed to the educational standards of the nursing program. They're an academic scholar, they have very high standards, they have excellent performance in the classroom and the clinic setting, And they usually maintain a very high grade point average. And so tonight, our Outstanding Academic Performance Award goes to Ms. Heather Smith. Come on up here with me, Heather. We're going to try to get a picture of me giving it.
Yeah, sure. Everybody's staring at me.
All right. Thank you, Heather. We appreciate you and your dedication to your studies. So the next award that we have is our Outstanding Nursing Student Award. This student is superb all the way around, is the only way that I can think to describe it. Some characteristics that we as faculty feel that this individual has is leadership. They're prepared, they motivate other students, they make an impact on other students, they actively participate in community service, they serve as a mentor to fellow students, they promote not just their education but the nursing program in general, they create a positive environment no matter where they're at, they have good work ethics, good values, they have a clear sense of direction for their career, and they have excellent interpersonal, teamwork, and collaboration skills. And so this summer 2025 Outstanding Nursing Student Award goes to Miss Callie Frederick.
Sorry, we had to do husband first. I'll give you your ball.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So that actually concludes our ceremony, and we want to thank you so much for coming out, not just tonight, but in general for supporting our nursing program on the Heber Springs campus. Without you, we wouldn't be able to have the program. So once again, thank you for being here. We're proud of you all graduates, and go home and celebrate with your family. This is the one time you get to tell them to take you to dinner. Okay? So thank you for coming.